Many have tried, many have failed, only one has ever succeeded. This is Ninja Warrior of Halo! Hello guys, welcome back to Ninja Warrior of Halo. I'm Hunt Unit 751. So far, more than half the challengers have taken on Stage 1, 60 of them have tried, but most of them have been met with defeat. However, in the last episode we did see 2 more men succeed. First was Killer the Man, who was able to use all of his skills to defeat Stage 1 with a decent amount of time on his first ever try. Then Cam T15 proved that his success in the last tournament was no fluke, as he beat Stage 1 for the second tournament in a row. Today, the next 25 challengers are taking on Stage 1, which includes some of the top veterans. Do they have what it takes to join the 4 already through to Stage 2? Time to find out. First up today is newcomer Phoenix Wing 5. 85 seconds, 8 obstacles. First obstacle is the hurdle jump. Gotta get over the massive chasm, and he's done that nicely. Onto the butterfly wall, into the pallet, and he's over that nicely as well. Very quick. Onto the rolling ball, smacks it, and he jumps over it! His speed let him down there. It was his downfall. Next up is Guy Fawkes 05, another newcomer. 85 seconds. Onto the hurdle jump, and he handles it nicely as well. Onto the butterfly wall, into the pallet, knock it over, down the side, and through to the rolling ball. A little bit of lag, but isn't stopping him. Smacks it to get it rolling. Oh, he touched the track there! He's out, he recovers, but he is disqualified. He is beaten. He's realised his mistake, and he's jumped in the water. Next up is Cause for the Pause. Where is he? There he is. What the hell's Smokey doing here? Get lost. You're going later in the next episode. Anyway, Cause for the Pause. Great Gamertag. Newcomer. Onto the butterfly wall. And across it nicely. Onto the rolling ball. The first 2 competitors have failed it. Can the Pause and the Cause beat it? No, he can't. Oh dear God. Oh dear, it's getting worse and worse. Classic, that's a Dom-de-Bomb fail there. Next up is Twist LVL. Of a newcomer, 85 seconds. Hurdle jump. Going nicely. Oh, and he forgets to jump. He's beaten. Well, that's 4 competitors already out very early. Can our next competitor succeed? As I head back to the tank. It is another newcomer, but this guy does have some experience from Smokey's course. It is newcomer Asians. As I say, he's competed in quite a few of Smokey's tournaments on the Xbox 360, and he's made it to Stage 3 once before on that course. How will he do on his debut on this course? Gets over the butterfly wall very nicely. Now for the rolling ball. No one's got past it so far. Gets it rolling nicely. Hanging on, and he's over it. Onto the cross bridge. Get over the broken bridge. Oh, it's a little bit bumpy, but he survives. Gets it. Oh, Asians! That was close there. That would have been pretty funny if that happened. He's onto the jump hang. He goes for it. He jumps, and he gets a safe jump on the low ledge, and he gets right up onto the upper ledge. Very nicely done. Oh, he missed a jump there. Come on, Asians. Your time is looking okay at the moment. Perhaps could be a little bit faster. But he's onto the crooked wall. Got to get high enough on this. Get down the chute. And yes, he's got it nicely. Whoa, that's another. What on earth was that? Did a safe jump for no reason. Almost slid into the water. That had never happened before. But he gets up the wall first time. Nicely done, Asians. Onto the final steps. Lands it nicely. 10 seconds left. Klaxon sounding. But it's not going to stop Asians. He beats Stage 1 with 5.9 seconds left on the clock. And Asians, the newcomer, another newcomer, defeats Stage 1, just like Killer the Man did. Oh, these newcomers, 10 tournaments in a row we've had at least 1 newcomer beat Stage 1. And this is I think this is the 4th tournament in a row we've had at least 2 beat Stage 1. Asians was looking good all the way through the stage, had a couple of hiccups when he was getting off obstacles. But on the obstacles themselves, he had no real trouble, managed to reach the finish line, and the people watching on, Alpha Puma and Bradley Fukin, were so happy they killed themselves simultaneously. But Asians is moving on. He's the 5th competitor so far to move on to stage 2. Following Asian's success, more competitors took on the course, but none of them were able to match his victory, and in fact none of them managed to even get beyond the jump hang. A wide variety of competitors, most of them newcomers, failing in all kinds of different ways on different obstacles. Dark Hysteria got stuck on the cross bridge here and couldn't recover from it. Then we had Nuts for Brains, who showed that he really did have nuts for brains, as he had an absolute nightmare on the jump hang before finally falling off. Then we had Forge Peasant, looked like he had the rolling ball, but then screwed up getting off of it. Then we had Oasis Hurler, who I originally thought was called Oasis Hunter, somehow missed the jump off the butterfly wall. The D Machine, a big fan of this show, couldn't get past the first obstacle. Alex Slayer 117 got slain on the butterfly wall. Then we had a very bizarre failure from Blondin, who got wedged right in at the very end of the rolling ball. Finally, returning ORO driver NJD kind of just stared at the jump hang for a little bit before he finally went for it and came up short. It now means 75 competitors have taken on stage 1. And now for the 76th competitor, Mr. Big 79. Another newcomer, 85 seconds. Heading onto the hurdle jump and makes it nicely. Onto the butterfly wall. And gets over that nicely well. Quickly onto the rolling ball there. Gets it rolling very fast. And is through. Onto the cross bridge. Moving again nicely. Oh, what's he doing? Oh my god! Oh my god. I can't even describe that. He smacked into the end platform, and when he backed up he had so much momentum that he lost it on one of the sides, panicked, and then fell off apparently. Okay, well, after that, we now have Sane the Legend. Returning veteran, this is his 5th appearance on the course. On his debut back in Tournament 10, he was able to make it to Stage 2, but in his 3 appearances since then, he's failed Stage 1. Will that change today? Onto the butterfly. What is he doing? Very strange technique there on the butterfly wall, but he decides to do it. He didn't really need to do that, Sane. Now he's onto the rolling ball. Rolling down nicely, and across. And now we're going to fast forward onto the crooked wall with just 26 seconds left on the clock. Time is starting to run out here for Sane. He pretty much ran out of time in the last tournament when he got to the final steps. Now for the warped wall, he's going to need to get up this first time, which he does! Come on, Sane, final steps! Is this the chance that Sane has been waiting for? He lands it, 10 seconds left on the clock, the klaxon's sounding, he's climbing, but Sane the Legend defeats Stage 1 with 3.7 seconds left on the clock. Sane the Legend has finally taken his revenge on Stage 1. Very well done by Sane, but very weird techniques. On the butterfly wall there, he landed on the antenna which holds the pallet. Some of these techniques did cost him a lot of time though, and so by the time he got to the warped wall, he was really running low on time, but he managed to make it just about. Got over the crooked wall, crucially got up the warped wall first time, and then on the final steps, he made it without any problems, and Sane is finally heading back to Stage 2. Next up is another returning competitor who has been all the way to the final stage on Smoky Massacre's course before. It's I Love Black Ops, back for his 2nd appearance, having competed in Tournament 12. He's well renowned for his speed and he's showing it so far. Now we're going to fast forward onto the jump hang. This is where he failed in the last in his last appearance in Tournament 12, but not this time. Nicely done by Black Ops. But on the crooked wall, his speed lets him down. He goes way too low and he's beaten. Well, after that short run, we can now move on to our next competitor who needs a little bit of encouragement with a pat on the back by his good friend Smoky Massacre. Next up is Snaz Breeze. Next up is one of the new rising stars in Halo jumping, and if you ever see his bright purple and red armor, you know who it is. This is Snaz back for his third appearance on the course, and although he's not been around that long, he's already become one of the most liked and most respected jumpers in the community. On his first appearance in Tournament 13, he couldn't get past the jump hang of Stage 1, but in the last tournament he took his revenge on the first stage by being one of the record 15 challengers that managed to defeat it. Sadly for Snaz though, his journey ended on the metal spin in Stage 2. Since then, however, he's had phenomenal success on Smoky Massacre's course. When in Tournament 9, he managed to beat Stage 1 for the first time ever, and then got all the way to the final stage. It was a truly phenomenal achievement by Snaz. But now the question is, could he do the unthinkable and repeat the feat on this course? So here comes Snaz for his third appearance, hoping to make it 2 Stage 1 clears in a row. Can he do it? Hurdle jumps handled nicely onto the butterfly wall. Over that nicely as well. Onto the rolling ball. Aside from the new hurdle jump, all of these obstacles are the same as they were in the last tournament, and Snaz beat them all. He's a little bit all over the place on the ball at the moment, but he still just about manages to get over it. Onto the cross bridge. Shouldn't have any trouble with this obstacle, and sure enough he doesn't. Now for the jump hang. Can he handle this? Lines himself up, goes for it, he jumps, and he hangs! Nicely done by Snaz. He's a little bit all over the place at the moment, maybe a little bit of lag, but that's not stopping him. He's heading on to the crooked wall. Can he get over this? Lines it up, goes for it, and he got... No, Snaz! Oh, Snaz is down! He's down on the first stage! Oh, Snaz was looking good! Didn't really have any trouble with any of the obstacles. Was a little bit all over the place on the rolling ball, but he was still fine. But then when he got to the crooked wall, it looked like he got a good jump, but he just came up short. And he is out on the first stage. The crowd is stunned. Pandas for life, Elite MKB, but most of all, Smoky Massacre, who holds his head in shame. Well, after that shock elimination, can one of the other success stories from the last tournament avenge him? Next up is Gotenks, who on his first ever try in the last tournament got all the way to Stage 3 before he was finally beaten by the Globe Grasp. He's hoping to get back there again today. Can he do that though? Onto the rolling ball. He's also become an established star on Smoky Massacre's course. Oh my god, he jumps really early! Oh, that was close there from Gotenks. Took a chance, and it paid off. Onto the cross bridge, over that nicely. Now for the jump hang. Can he handle this? Goes for it, he jumps, and he hangs as well. And he's moving up the climb very nicely there. That saved him a few seconds. Now onto the crooked wall. The last 2 competitors in a row have just failed this obstacle. Can he avenge Snaz's defeat? Yes, he can! Over it nicely. Now onto the warped wall. 30 seconds left on the clock. He's got a bit of time. Doesn't get up on the first attempt, though. Come on, Gotenks. Second attempt. No! Come on, Gotenks. Third attempt. You've got to get up this wall now. He can't. Come on, Gotenks. What is happening? Fourth attempt. He can't do it. Even a Stage 3 veteran like Gotenks is unable to defeat the warped wall. This is shocking. Gotenks, one final try and he cannot do it. He is out of time on the first stage. That's the 7th person to fail the warped wall this tournament. But this is without doubt the biggest scalp it's taken so far in Gotenks. Well, after those 2 shockers, can LFCA Cosmic, a newcomer, provide a positive shock by becoming the 3rd newcomer in this tournament to defeat Stage 1. Onto the butterfly wall, almost lost it there, but he recovers it. Onto the rolling ball. Rolling nicely, in control, and gets off it nicely. Onto the cross bridge. Moving on. Oh god, he's gone to it slowly now, and now he's stuck. He's stuck between the first and second bridges. Can he get out of this? I don't think he can. He's ditched the mongoose altogether, and he's disqualified. He's out. Time to get off the course, Cosmic. Thank you. Next up is My Right Nut, 808. We've already had My Mum, now we've got My Balls on the course. Or at least my right one anyway. He's off and he's out on the hurdle jump. Thank goodness, my balls clearly weren't that good. Anyway, next up is My Green Tiger, 72. We're going to go for an over-the-top camera angle here, a bit like Super Mario. Can he handle the hurdle jump? No, he can't. Bye-bye. That brings us on to our final two competitors. Next up is Lethal Lizard. This is his second time on the course. This is the first of the two rising bros on this course, along with his brother Master Nurak. As I say, this is his second appearance on the course. In his first appearance, he failed the crooked wall. Can he get his revenge this time round? It's a bit like... coming into Black Ops' run, we only had 2 people out of 77 fail the crooked wall. And then we get 2 in a row, like a bus, him and Snozberries. Very strange. But Lethal Lizard is really hoping that he's not going to join that group. Oh! Lethal Lizard, that was not what he intended on the cross bridge, but somehow managed to land on top of the mongoose there. So it was alright. Now for the jump hang, he's lining himself up. He's taking his time here. Come on, Lethal Lizard, you haven't got the time to waste here. Go for it. Here we go, he jumps. And he gets it, but that really cost him a lot of time there. As we've seen, every second counts on this stage 1. Heading down with only 23 seconds left on the clock, though it's not looking good. He's onto the crooked wall. This is where he failed in the last tournament, but he gets it this time. Sliding down, 15 seconds. He's going to have to get up the wall first time here. Even if he does, I don't think he's going to make it. And he doesn't get up the wall first time. Klaxon sounds, second attempt. And he can't get up it, he's shooting at it. He's frustrated, he's angry. And he's not just that, he's also out of time. Lethal Lizard is beaten again on stage 1. 8th person to fail the warped wall. He gets 1 obstacle further this time round, but he is still unable to defeat stage 1. Bad luck. But that brings us on to our final competitor of the day, hoping for the second tournament in a row to avenge his brother's defeat. It is the Bumpé Shiratori of this course, Master Nurak, back for his second appearance, hoping to make it to stage 2 for the second tournament in a row. He really surprised me in the last tournament with all of his unique techniques that he used to get over some of the obstacles. He's moving nicely, he's onto the wrong ball, goes for it, shoots it, but he lost it a bit there. Oh, Nurak! That was close, had to do a last-ditch save jump there, had to check it. I think even he was a bit surprised there. But he is still on, he's going pretty fast though at the moment. Onto the jump hang. He did his Shiratori technique in the last tournament. Is it going to work again? Yes, it will. Didn't even slide there when he landed on the low ledge, and he goes underneath. He's pretty much the only person who likes to go underneath the jump hang. Moving along nicely. Got plenty more time than his brother did. Now for the crooked wall. This is where Snaz failed. Can he get up it? Yes, he can. Nicely done. 30 seconds left on the clock. That's the same amount of time that Gotenks had. Gotenks didn't make it, but Nurak can do it. Gets up it first time. Final steps, launches, and lands it nicely. Got plenty of time left on the clock. Nurak is going to beat stage 1 for the second appearance in a row. Has a little celebration shot and finishes with 10.9 seconds left on the clock. Very well done by Master Nurak. Had no real problems. Handled it with ease, and he will get a chance to try and take his revenge on stage 2 where he failed in the last tournament. A bit of a dodgy moment here on the jump, on the rolling ball, sorry, when he shot the ball to try and get it rolling and it fell away from him. He had to do a last-ditch save jump, but apart from that he had no real problems. The jump hang went perfect for him, the warped wall went perfect for him, and he advances once again to the second stage. And that brings us to the end of today's episode, guys, and it now means 85 challengers have taken on stage 1. And 3 of them managed to succeed today, including the newcomer Asians and returning veterans Sane the Legend and Master Nurak. They join Game Types, Killer the Man, Cam2602 and Sideshow Freak, who have all made it through. But now the question is, who else has what it takes to join them? Next time, the final session of Stage 1, which includes some of the best of the best. including one veteran going for a Stage 1 record, another one looking for revenge, and the All-Stars, who are once again hoping to show why they are the top competitors on this course. They've all managed to defeat Stage 1 several times in the past, but will they do it again today? Or will this Stage 1 have one final twist up its sleeve? I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time for episode 5, the final episode of for Stage 1. Remember guys, Tournament 17 is still going on. Until next time guys, I've been Hunting at 751. Goodbye.